Despite initially welcoming refugees with open arms, Germany and Austria have now reinstated border checks within the EU's border-free zone in an attempt to control the extremely high numbers of people travelling from country to country. Meanwhile, in Hungary, where a large percentage of asylum seekers are entering the EU's external border, the army has been sent in to police a 175-kilometre fence constructed to prevent refugees getting in. EU ministers meeting in Brussels are trying to decide a plan to distribute 160,000 refugees evenly across the bloc.
We do need to act in a coordinated way in Europe, and what we need to do urgently is set up registration centres so that people are properly fingerprinted and registered when they arrive in Europe. We also need to be setting up removal centres in transit countries in Africa.
Germany and Sweden are pushing for the quotas, but the UK, Ireland and Denmark are able to opt out. And eastern member states like Hungary and Slovakia say the scheme will only encourage more people to come.
Of course, we can't accept everybody. Of course, it's not realistic to imagine that the European Union can receive all of the economic migrants perhaps who want to move elsewhere for better prospects. But certainly we can make sure that our migration policies are fair and that they are able to accommodate some of the demand that we see on our doorstep.
The ministers are also discussing the creation of a list of so-called safe countries to make it easier to reject asylum applications from citizens of countries which are not plagued by war, like Kosovo and Albania. There are huge differences of opinion between EU countries, and coming to a consensus is likely to be very difficult. But all are aware that the European Union is facing its worst refugee crisis since the end of the Second World War. Jack Parrick, SABC News, Brussels.